What is up, YouTube? This is another Alucard AFK Magic the Gathering game with commentary. So, had to upload this one. It was a little different. I was familiar with the deck that my opponent was playing, pretty much mono black vampires. So I think I did pretty good. I think I made a couple mistakes, but I didn't really see what other things I could do, so I'm interested in the commentary on this one. I probably messed up with Soren Markov a little bit, but I was kind of this game for some reason trying to think ahead and see what he could do, so I didn't want to, you know, blow my wad, so to speak, all at once and get canceled or something. So let's look at our hand real quick. We have a Similac, we have an Isolate Chapel, it's white and black. Phyrexian Core, Soren Markov, Go for the Throats, another Similac, and a Plane. So I thought that was a pretty good hand. So go ahead and play a Plains. Yeah. He's gonna play a Swamp. And we got a Ghost Quarter. So go ahead and play Ghost Quarter. Gonna play a Mountain. Oh yeah, he was black-red vampires. That's what he was. So he's gonna play a Blitzseeker. And you know, I thought pretty early on, you know, like when I play my vampires or when I play my you know, Drain life deck, which pretty much has all vampires, I would typically just like immediately go for the throat and kill this Bloodseeker, you know, because I have a ton of creatures. But since this is black-white control, I don't really have a lot of creatures. Yeah, I'll lose a life for bringing out my Similac guys, but those are my only creatures, you know, and they actually serve a purpose. So they get me some basic land cards, specifically Plains, to be able to play things like Terminus and you know, Lingering Souls and things like that. So I'm just gonna leave this guy out there. I figure the mistakes where I've actually gotten rid of somebody like the Bloodseeker immediately, the next card is, you know, something 2/2 or 4/4, you know, not in this case, but, you know, I knew there's going to be something else coming out, because Bloodseeker is only one colorless, one black to play. So we got a Pristine Talisman in our hand, so we'll go play a Ghost Quarter, and we'll play a Pristine Talisman. We'll get that guy out there early, and we'll go ahead and tap him, get one life. Which will kind of negate if Bloodseeker swings in, is what I was thinking. So he'll do 1 damage, we'll be back at 20. You know, and I'll still have a Go for the Throat to get rid of anything else that comes out. I actually thought about doing this one live, but you know, I was getting into it, and I'd already played my landing cards, and I was like, you know, I'll just do the replay like I always do. And the replay, you know, is not so much that I pull some games that I can do some commentary on, but it's pretty much better for recording, better for editing. You know, if I record an entire game as I'm playing it, and so yeah, he swung in for 1 life, and the audio goes bad or the video gets choppy for whatever reason, you know, I've just run that record, I've ruined the commentary, and I'm gonna have to do the replay and do commentary over again. So, you know, if I was doing more 3-game matches, then I would probably do more live commentary. So he's gonna play a Blood Rage Vampire, and this is kind of what I was waiting for. You know, a lot of the vampires have high attack and low defense, so I really wanted to save my Go for the Throat. So now he's a 4/2. So we got a Swamp. We'll go ahead and play the Swamp, and then we'll do our Go for the Throat on the Blood Rage Vampire. Get rid of him. Gain 1 life from the Pristine Talisman. He's going to play another Mountain. And he's going to do a Predator's Gambit. I really like this card. It's enchanted creature gets +2/+1. Enchanted creature has Intimidate as long as its controller controls no other creatures. So that Bloodseeker will go to a 3/2 with Intimidate. So good play. I'm gonna swing in for 3. I will go down to 18. It's gonna play a Chosen of Markov, which tap an untapped vampire you control, transform Chosen of Markov into a 4/4. So even though he's got, you know, the Predator's Gambit on the Bloodseeker, and the Bloodseeker has a nice ability that anytime I play a creature, he loses 1 life, but then again, I don't have any creatures, so I still think this guy was the bigger threat. He would probably, next turn, tap the Bloodseeker and transform him into a 4/4. So I kind of wanted to prevent that. I don't even actually think that's really that great of a card, to be honest with you. But you can transform it, so. So my idea was to play Sorin Markov, and when he comes out, I will use his +2 ability to get rid of the Chosen of Markov, which will make him 6 loyalty. And you know, again, I think I've been thinking more about the role of the Planeswalker. You know, I typically always came out with a -3 ability, reduce their life to 10, which I really would have liked to have done here, but at the same time, I wanted to get threats off the table, because again, we don't have a lot of creature. We have good creature removal, I think, good creature control. So I think that was a good play. You know, you may look at it and go, okay, well, you could have reduced his life to 10 and then you would have lost Sorin, but I was planning on using him, you know, at least maybe 1 more time to get rid of the Bloodseeker, and then maybe do the -10 or -3 ability, which would reduce his life to 10. So controlling the next player's turn with the -7 is really useful, but at this point in the game, I thought that the -3 ability would come in better, and of course the +2 ability would do me better as far as creature removal. So I don't know if that was the right play or not. So he's gonna do a Diabolic Tutor. You know, my life drain deck has 4 of those in there, so typically I would use Diabolic Tutor to get a Sorin's Vengeance. I'm not sure exactly what card he grabbed, but we can only guess, right? So Predator's Gambit, that might have been the card he got, but it's one black. He might have already had it, so. And it's going to become a 5/3 with Intimidate. He's going to attack Sorin for 5. So he'll go down to 1. And we got Sorin's Vengeance. So I went ahead and did the -2 ability on the Bloodseeker. It's not going to remove him, but it's going to give us 2 life, and he's going to go to 3 loyalty counters, so you can still kill him. But I couldn't do my -3 ability because I only had 1 loyalty counter. So I'm just like, you know, double second guessing myself right here. You know, I'm really just thinking, did I really make the right play? So I think I did. There might have been a different way to do this without losing Sorin and doing the -10 ability, but you know, reducing his life to 10 would have been a good play, and then I could have done Sorin's Vengeance, but I had no idea when I was going to get Sorin's Vengeance. There's 4 in the deck, so it would be coming soon, but I couldn't bank on that, and so he would have had a 4/4 out here, and then probably also a 5/3. So I think I made the right play. So I played the Sorin. I played the Similac, and I lost 1 life for doing so. And I'll use his ability to get a land card. So I'll just get Plains. I probably should have tapped Pristine Talisman there for 1 life, but I didn't, so... And see, that's another thing. I think when if I were doing live commentary, it would be a little bit slower game, and I've had some pretty good games, you know, up to like turn 4 or 5, and if I was doing live commentary, they would just like, you're too slow, and they would concede the game, and it's like, oh, well, I was recording this. So, again, replays, I dislike them, you know. So he's going to play a Skin Render. So when Skin Render enters the battlefield, put 3 -1 counters on target creature. So he's going to get rid of my Similac by doing that. And so he'll have a 5/3 and a 3/3 out on the field. And see, I got a Terminus, but I really should have saved 1 Plains. That was my bad. I should have tapped one of these guys for mana instead of, that way I would have had 1 Plains to do the Terminus. And actually in my mind I thought, oh, I always have 1 Plains, so I actually revealed the Miracle, but then couldn't cast it. And it's something that I kind of commented on the last game, like, why did that guy reveal his Miracle and not be able to cast it? Probably did the same dang thing that I did. So waste a turn there. Just tap Pristine Talisman for 1 life. So I can't cast the Terminus. So he's going to swing in with the 5/3, and he's going to get rid of Sorin. I can't do anything at this point. I can't do the -3 abilities, so he'll go away. We've got Isolated Chapel. And now we'll pass the Terminus. So that wasn't, I mean, that was definitely a mistake that I made. If I had left 1 Plains open, then I would have been able to cast Terminus for 1 Plane and got rid of his creatures. I would have still had Sorin Mark out on the field. The next turn I would have reduced his health to 10, and then I would have did Sorin's Vengeance, and it would have been over. So yeah, that was probably the glaring mistake. But you know, sometimes you get mana tapping happy. You're like, hey, it's just colorless, so I'll just tap some Plains. So a little insight, a little foresight there would have saved me some turns. But so cast the Terminus a turn late and got rid of the field anyway. Of course, this is black-red vampires, so he's got tons of vampires. So he's going to play a Dark Imposture. I knew he had this ability to exile target creature and put a 1/1 on counter on Dark Imposture, but oh, I did play Sorin's Vengeance, so. And so he'll go down to 10, and we'll go up to 35. For some reason I was thinking I didn't play that because I was looking at the Ratchet Bomb, and I knew that we played the Ratchet Bomb. So we still played the Ratchet Bomb. That's what I was thinking. We'll put a counter on it. Just ignore me, I'm stupid. So he's going to play a Haven Vampire. And I thought when I saw this guy come out, or actually when he does come out, that, well, we'll just see what happens here. So he's going to swing in with the Dark Imposture. And we'll go down to 33. And we'll get an Oblivion Ring. Okay, so I was looking at this guy's ability. So yeah, he can exile a target creature. So we don't have any creatures out there. I knew I was going to play the Similac, but this guy, whenever deals combat damage, he gets a +1/+1 counter, and whenever another creature dies, you put a 1/1 counter on the vampire. So if he got rid of this guy, I just felt like this guy was a bigger threat. Let me know what you think. Dark Imposture or Haven Ghoul Vampire as a bigger threat. I chose Haven Ghoul Vampire, so we'll just Oblivion Ring him. and put a counter on Ratchet Bomb. So we've got 2 now. And we'll go ahead and play some get a basic land card. And so he's going to use Dark Imposter's ability, 2 black, 4 colorless, to exile that guy, or kill him rather. But see, in my mind, the creature served his purpose, you know what I mean? He can attack, it's good sometimes, but he got a basic land card when he came on the field, and he also, when he dies, I draw a card. So he's really served his purpose. You can get rid of him any day. And so now he's a 3/3. And you'll swing in for 3. So we were down to 31. He's still at 10. And gotta go for the throat, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that guy. I played a Pristine Talisman, get 1 life. And we'll go ahead and put another charge counter on Ratchet Bomb. So I was kind of building up to like maybe to see if he had some nasty creatures coming out. Maybe we would have enough Ratchet Bomb to get rid of them. So that's what I kind of thought also, like go for the throat, single card, so get rid of the single card, and then I would have some better creature removal there. So he's going to play a Falconref Exterminator. I like this card. Whenever the Exterminator deals combat damage, put a 1/1 counter for 2 colorless and 1 red. When he deals damage to a target creature equal to the number of 1/1 counters on, or he automatically deals damage to target creature equal to number of 1/1 counters on him. So good card. It's a little late. He's going to play another Dark Imposter, and we don't have any creatures, so not really worried. Got a Black Sun Zenith. You know, I could have just tapped a certain amount of cards to get rid of those guys, but I really don't have anything to play, so this 1 card in our hand. He has 1 card in his hand, so we'll just tap a bunch of mana and get rid of them. And we got a Sword's Vengeance, so he's got 2 cards in his hand. It's red, black-red vampires, or maybe red. Yeah, it's black-red vampires. Really, no control spells probably. So there's not going to be any way that he can counter it. So game ended on turn 12. You know, if I had made that big glaring mistake with the Terminus, I probably could have ended it sooner. If I could have maybe protected Soren a little better, I could have used the -3 ability. I don't know. I think I made the right plays by removing the creatures, so I'm no longer going to second guess myself on this game, at least. Let me know what you think. I'm sure you'll tell me exactly what I did wrong, and I do appreciate it. So leave a comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Later.